It's me, the EV bloke here, Sean, back with another video. Just a quick one really. I'm down charging at my usual place. I've shown you a number of times now, and I pulled in, connected everything up. I'm getting magnificent speeds, 89.3 kilowatts is what I'm getting. I'll just quickly show you that so you know I'm telling. So as you can see, I'm getting 89.3 kilowatts, 35%. It says an hour and two to. I notice it recalculates as it's kind of going along half the time with that. But yeah, just put that back in there. But what I wanted to bring up today is a question that I've sent to BYD. By the way, with BYD, I still haven't received any email back or anything. So I might have to go to one of the local branches and see if they can if they don't know the answers to the questions. I've made a note of all the questions that you've been sending me, so they're in there, and some ones of my own. And one of them is on the HVAC system. The air conditioning in the car is about as effective as a 1970s car, I think, really. As soon as you stop, it just starts to warm up and blow hot air. I mean, that is just not right in any sense. Beyond Nyland, go and watch his channel, because he's doing a lot of videos at the moment on the BYD sill, and he's bringing up this issue of temperature control. You need it on very high temperatures to just get any kind of warmth on it, and very low temperatures like now in the summer to get any kind of coolness out of the car. But that doesn't even work, because as soon as you stop anywhere for any length of time, say you stop, go into the supermarket, come back out, start it up, it's going to blow hot air for a while until you get driving around again and all that kind of stuff and get out on the road, and then it changes. It starts cooling down again. But that just is not right, is it? I mean that's, to me, that just doesn't seem right. I mean, in all my previous cars, I never had that issue. Whether I'm sitting at a charger or whatever I'm doing, I'm able to get the temperature I should be getting. There's hardly any point in having a temperature selection in here, air conditioning basically, to control it to a certain temperature. It doesn't work. So I mean, I would actually cook if I put the heat. I've actually got the car off, believe it or not. So I've now got a 2024 car, electric car, that doesn't keep me cool if I'm stationary. So I can't have the car on to blow cold air, so I've got to wind down all the windows, open the roof, etc, 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 to just get some kind of airflow going on in here. It's quite warm today, as if you're in the UK, you'll know we're having quite nice weather at the moment. And so that's a bit bad, I think, really. So I really need I really need answers to that question, so I can feed back to you guys. Now imagine if you're living in the centre of London, as just an example. You've got one of these and you're living in London, which, you know, maybe you wouldn't anyway. Perhaps you'd be trotting around in a Peugeot 206 or something like that, I don't know, electric. But the smaller cars just fit better and more practical in London. But say you had one of these, it just means your life in the summer, as an example, would be horrendous, because you're just going to have constantly warm air. It's not hot, but it's warm air just blowing out of these air vents all the time. Because if you're creeping around at 5 miles an hour, it doesn't cool itself down. So the reasons for that, I don't know. There has to be some kind of engine management system that controls temperature in the motors and the battery, and it seems to scavenge cool air and hot air from the cabin all the time. And that's the only way I can make sense of it. And of course, when you stop, things warm up, and so it's taking the cooler air you should be receiving into the car. But that's useless. And we have to also factor in that they're Chinese cars, and China in the summer is a very hot country. So I just don't know. In the winter, when I wasn't getting a lot of heat out of this car, I thought to myself, maybe that's because it's a Chinese car. It just needs to be software updated to fit our weather here and that kind of thing. And I thought that's because China is historically a warmer country than ours, as an example. But in a UK climate where we have I can't say cold winters nowadays, because they're not as cold as a lot of countries really, but I mean cool winters. I mean, they're not exactly warm, are they? And you're going to have a lot of cold mornings, and you need that heat. And then of course in the summer, again, we don't have magnificent summers, but when it's hot, it's hot, as it is at the moment, you know. We're looking today, I think, at about 28 degrees. Well, that's warm enough for me, you know. And at the end of the day, the point I'm trying to make here is this system should work way better than it currently is. It's not actually user friendly at all. If you're going on some road trip heading on down the motorway, you'll be okay, because you'll keep it on moving. The cool air will come through, but that's not everyone's driver case. I mean, if you're living in a big city and most of the time you're crawling around at 5-10 miles an hour and it's just blowing heat, then that is just useless, totally useless. So I just wanted to bring that up. Are you experiencing that with your BYD, whether it be an Atto3, Seal, or whatever, any of the BYDs? I think they're probably made up more or less the same. They seem to be. And have you been told anything yourself about why that is? Is there any answers to it? Have they got any plans to do anything about it? Another thing I'm getting a lot of emails about with people buying brand new BYDs is their service is not that good. I actually personally had a really good service, but I was one of the early adopters of this car, early-ish adopters, and I think they were really trying to promote them. I think now they're sort of on their way. I mean, they're in the Euros, they're being sponsored by the Euros now, and apparently they're in Europe, the sales of BYDs have gone up because of that advertising. I don't know if that's true, but I've been hearing that. So that could be a factor, but yeah, just how has your service been? Have you been getting good service from your dealership, and that kind of thing? Apparently people are just not getting answers to questions and stuff like that. Even until now, I still haven't received back an email from BYD about the things I've mentioned. I don't even know if they've received it. It's just gone into their junk mail or something, I don't know. It was an email I was given, so I'm going to go back to my dealership and I'm going to raise all these questions to him and then get him to point me into the direction of the right person I need to speak to. Or if he can't do that, then you know, I'll try and answer what he can, you know, with himself there, because some of these things, and I think air conditioning is quite important. Obviously, you know, these become greenhouses in the summer if you don't have proper airflow there, you know, cold air blowing. So that one really needs to be sorted out. Anyway, I'm up to 50% already. I'm getting 89.1 kilowatts, and I've got 53 minutes supposedly to get to 100%. And this certainly could do with like 150 kilowatt, I think, which is, I think, pretty standard nowadays for a vehicle of this size. Be nice, wouldn't it, if you got 150? That would probably knock 15-20 minutes off that time, you know. But there we go. So, but I'm getting 89 point, it's flashing at the moment, but 89 is sort of 0.3 kilowatts, which, you know, is brilliant really. Anyway, so I just thought I'd do that quick video with that. Let's see, I'll update you guys when I get more information back from the questions we've asked. But it'd be interesting to know, put in the comments below, are you getting issues with your air conditioning now, especially if you're in the UK, where we've had this sudden heat wave kind of thing, where we had some quite poor weather. It's gone into this like really nice weather, so we need our air cons more to be effective really. So when you're stopping at lights, or when you're shooting into a shop coming back out, you're just experiencing hot air all the time for quite a while till it cools back down again, which just shouldn't be the case. You should be able to put it on and you're getting the temperatures that you should be getting. You know, you should be, if you've got it on low setting, you should be getting cold air coming out of here. Simple as that, cool air. Anyway, enough of me ranting on. I just thought I'd mention that while I'm at a charger. So yeah, just let me know in the comments and I'll be doing another video very soon.